Once upon a time, in a village named Umuoma, a village with great beauty and great cultural heritage, there lived a young farmer named Nnamdi, who was born into a family of four. He is a handsome and hardworking young man. Nnamdi, the diligent farmer, cultivated his land with unwavering determination. His days were marked by the rhythm of the seasons, and his heart danced to the beat of the earth beneath his hands. But Nnamdi's world was about to expand in ways he couldn't fathom. Nnamdi was a kind gentleman who was kind and loved by all in Umoma. He sometimes gave crops to the poor in the community. He helped those who didn't have enough to eat. Nnamdi had a friend named Emeka who was a fisherman in the village of Umoma. Emeka was a friend closer than a brother to Nnamdi. Nnamdi always shared his secrets, thoughts, and plans with his friend Emeka, since he believed that Emeka would understand him better than his sister because she was a woman. One sunny day, as he tended to his crops, he heard a soft voice calling for help. From the sound, he discovered a young woman named Obi, blind since birth, struggling in the nearby bush. Nnamdi rushed to her aid, drawn to the weakness in her voice and the strength in her spirit. Obi, on the other hand, was a beautiful young maiden. She was dumped by her parents when they found out that she was blind at a very tender age. She was found by Mazi Chibike, who at the time did not have a child of his own. He took her home to his wife, who was not happy at what her husband did but received the child and took care of her. After 6 months of Obi staying with them, Mazi Chibike's wife got pregnant. After 9 months, delivered a bouncing baby girl. Mazi Chibike's wife started maltreating Obi because she now had her own child. She would starve Obi, treat her badly. Obi was out in the farm in search for food when she had the encounter with Nnamdi. Nnamdi helped her and took her home to safety. Little did he know that this encounter would change the course of his life. He started to visit her in her house, gave her attention, and cared for her. He bought food for her and made life easier for Obi. Nnamdi spoke to his friend Emeka about how he loved Obi so much, even in the challenge. He has asked himself questions about it but couldn't find any reason why. He just knew that he loved and cared for Obi with all his heart. Emeka listened patiently to his friend Nnamdi, and when he finished talking, Emeka told him to follow his heart, that he was with him in every decision that he took. Nnamdi's sister Nkechi approached Nnamdi and asked him about what she was hearing concerning him and a blind village girl. She asked if it was true, and Nnamdi answered that it was true and he loved the lady so much. Nkechi was shocked at her brother's response and asked him if he was ready for the consequences of getting married to a blind girl because it was going to be difficult. Nnamdi said he was ready for everything that is going to be the consequences of his action. So far, Obi was with him. They were going to pull through it all. His sister, even in doubt, assured Nnamdi that she was okay with his decision concerning Obi. She hugged her brother and left him to his thoughts. His parents heard about his closeness with Obi and became angry that their beloved son was getting involved with a blind girl. They showed their disappointment about the whole situation. One day, they called him for a talk and told him to stop seeing the blind girl and threatened to disown him if he continued. But Nnamdi responded to his father that he was in love with the blind girl and he didn't know what to do about it than to follow his heart because Obi makes him happy. Despite his parents' disapproval, Nnamdi couldn't resist the magnetic pull of Obi's presence. They argued about traditions and expectations, but love blossomed like the flowers in Nnamdi's field. Obi too felt a connection with Nnamdi that transcended the physical realm. As their love deepens, so did the challenges they faced. Nnamdi's parents, deeply rooted in traditional beliefs, struggled to accept their son's unconventional choice. The villagers whispered and gossiped, creating a cloud of skepticism around the couple. Yet, Nnamdi and Obi stood united, weathering the storms together. Nnamdi's father planned with some thugs to grab Obi and take her far away so that Nnamdi could not reach her. But unfortunately for him, Nnamdi's friend Emeka got to know about his father's plans and helped him to trace the thugs. When they got to where they dumped her, Emeka helped to bring her back to Nnamdi because he knew that his friend loved her so much. One fateful evening, an old woman approached Nnamdi and Obi where they sat down together in a bush, revealing a secret about Obi's blindness. A curse centuries old had shrouded her world in darkness. The only way to break the curse was a celebration of love and acceptance on their wedding day. Nnamdi and Obi embarked on a journey to convince Nnamdi's family and the villagers to join in this celebration. The couple's unwavering love slowly began to melt the frosty hearts of the community because everyone could see that the love between them was beautiful. Nnamdi's parents, witnessing the sincerity of their son's love, started to reconsider their stance. The villagers, moved by the couple's determination, decided to participate in the celebration cautiously. The wedding day arrived, and the air was thick with anticipation. The villagers gathered, adorned in vibrant colors, and the atmosphere buzzed with a mixture of excitement and skepticism. As Nnamdi and Obi exchanged vows, a mystical energy enveloped the ceremony. At the peak of declaration of love, a gentle wind swept through the village, carrying whispers of an ancient chant. Suddenly, as if touched by unseen hands, Obi eyes wide opened. Sparkling with newfound sight, the curse had been broken, and the entire village erupted in a joyous celebration. Nnamdi and Obi's love story became legendary, inspiring the village to embrace change and reject outdated beliefs. The once skeptical parents now embraced their daughter in law with open arms, realizing that love in all its forms has the power to transcend any curse. As Nnamdi and Obi walked hand in hand through the fields, their love became a beacon of hope for the entire village. The breaking of the ancient curse not only restored Obi's sight, but also opened the eyes of the community to the beauty of acceptance and the celebration of love in all its forms. And so, Nnamdi and Obi continue to cultivate not only in the land, but also a legacy of love and acceptance that would endure for generations to come.